This building is unique. There's not too many Protestant churches that meet in buildings that look like this. The building is an old Polish Catholic church. At the onset of the Depression, they put in a lot of labor and a lot of time on the building. You know, the altarpiece came in from Poland, and the stained glass windows were really expensive for this congregation at that time to bring in. Being here in the summer always meant that we would be sweltering hot, and it seemed like it was always hotter in the sanctuary than it was outside. I can remember many times during summer weddings perspiring straight through the robe, thinking, I can't wait to get this thing off. It was really difficult for people to focus and to be engaged in the worship service.
When people think of air conditioning, they think of ductwork and they think of pipes, and we didn't want to change the look of the church, of the sanctuary. I remember one contractor in particular, he looked at the plans that the mechanical engineer had given us, and he says, I think this would actually be a great fit for a mini-split system. And I remember asking him, what's a mini-split system? At that time, I had no idea.
The biggest issue early on was people didn't know about the system. People weren't familiar with how it worked, so they didn't have the confidence that it would do what we said it would do. So I came to a meeting at the church where they wanted to learn more about the system, how it would be installed, how it would work.
I remember him telling me the leader in the mini-split system is Mitsubishi.
When we heard about the system that could fit into the current space that we have in a low profile, as unnoticeable way as possible, we were really excited to hear about it.
One of our concerns was where to put all this equipment on the outside. We don't have a lot of space.
Early on, I think there was some discussion about doing wall-mounted units, but realistically, that would have really messed with the aesthetic in here. So the floor-mounted units was really the best way to go.
The VRF system with Mitsubishi, they're compact and they don't need a lot of space.
We've got this large volume space. How do we go about conditioning it? They previously had issues with their radiators causing a lot of noise so that you couldn't hear the sermon. Their hope from the beginning was to put in place a system that would both heat and cool. So that helped guide our discussion towards the hyperheat product, because that would give us the heating that we need in our Chicago climate.
It gets pretty cold obviously here in Chicago, so we needed something that had the heat output as well, not only to heat the space, but also to deal with all the fresh air that we were bringing in as well. Having a efficient, effective, and zoned cooling solution, also something that was quiet, something that was duct-free. We have a nice, beautiful church. Putting, large ducts throughout was not something that was going to be beneficial to them.
We are using 3 Mitsubishi VRF Hyperheat Y-series systems.
The boiler was removed. We have our condenser units outside. We have the indoor floor mount VRFs on the floors, and then we have some up on the balcony as well.
We were able to ensure that we had enough capacity and airflow to heat and cool the space and do so quietly.
It's nice to be able to have it be a quiet, peaceful environment in here during worship. I would always try to imagine, what's it going to feel like in there on Sunday for that morning from 9 to noon? What's it going to feel like in that place? And it's nice to not have to worry about it anymore, or to not have to think about it anymore.
That peace of mind is a big part of the decision-making process. It's able to keep them comfortable all year round. So I imagine, folks are pretty happy, being able to, attend services, not sweating.
In previous years, I would see people fanning themselves just to stay cool. So I haven't seen that.
Since the system was installed, speaking with people at the church, it's been clear that they're very happy with the ability to cool all summer long, and they had no drop off at all in their heating performance, and I believe their energy bills are even gone down, which is great for them as well.
Overall, we're extremely satisfied with the system. My recommendation would be for other churches to consider a mini-split system, and especially the VRF system with Mitsubishi.
From an aesthetic standpoint, from a hospitality standpoint, from a comfort standpoint, that this system, this Mitsubishi system, is a really great choice.